So, hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shogun Zora and thank you for tuning in. And yeah, we're gonna have a reaction video to Death Battle. I've watched Death Battle for many years, but yeah, many years for some character and Death Battle interaction and stuff. But yeah, we're going to do a reaction to Death Battle Ash versus Yugi. And if you don't know, I made a short about talking about it, like who would win realistically, Yugi or Atem. And I was definitely for Atem, but it's because lore-wise, abilities, hacks, it should always go to Atem. But the thing is, it depends how they do it. There's so many ways how they can make it for either character to win. But realistically, I think it's Atem has to win, because Atem, how powerful he is, and especially with all the Egyptian gods and every different things. And the question also how they do is like, example, is it like every Pokemon that Ash really had in his team, or like in general Pokemon in general, versus Yugi? Is it only his cards or all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards in general? Because that's different way how they can view it. It could make somehow Ash win. There's probably a way how they could Ash win, or Atem Yugi win, because so realistically, what's Ash going to do when example Slifer comes up? Let's say Yugi summons Slifer. Every time if Ash would bring a new Pokemon in, it's like almost like intimidation, right? They get Slifer by its own effect would just kill them if they don't have particular stat. Instant kill, or their stat will get reduced. So there's so many different things, and also especially with hacks. Example, what is Ash going to do with Monster Reborn? You can just summon his monster back again. There's nothing right. Or like if you, let's say, you can use all cards and stuff. What will happen? You has even a card that can tribute his monster and the opponent's monster to summon, for you to summon a new monster. Or super polymerization. Ash can do nothing about it and will just use all his Pokemon and then summon for himself a new monster. Ash can do nothing. That's legit. This is so many different ways how they can deal with that, and I'm like, I don't know. Of course, Ash should lose, me personally, especially lore-wise, especially with characters like freaking the Egyptian gods, Dark Magician, Buster Blader, which gets dragons, then all different aspects. And yeah, and Creator of Light, instant win. So yeah, there's so many different ways how it can turn out, because I'm not sure. Also technically it's also holograms, how you uses monsters basic holograms, but with his Millennium Puzzle he can make them sort of realistic. There's so many different ways I can talk a little bit more. I talked in my YouTube shorts about it. You can watch this in my shorts, talking about who is strong and who should win and why. But yeah, I definitely said it would be Yugi. But we're going to see in any second now who's going to win, Yugi or Ash. Basically meaning Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon. So yeah, let's see who's going to win. Of course, the original link to the video, Death Battle between Ash versus Yugi, will be already in the description below. Let's go.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Ooh, the animation looks good.
Fly!
Okay, let's see.
Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm really intrigued like how far they go in Yugi's catalog.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping.
It's going to be a long episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and
I'm really
roguelike
intrigued like how
RPG.
far they go with the Yugi
Each
stack.
run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes.
Because Yugi can only have like max cards. It's will they give him all the different gods, Creator of Light,
15% off for a limited time.
also the cards from Kaiba,
So then, welcome to the world
And Joey.
of Pokemon.
Oh, the kids get their first
Okay.
one at age 10.
We're gonna start
And
with
they don't
Ash.
sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't
Age 10
really know
for 25 years plus.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb group.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu, and went, "He's your problem now, stupid."
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note, we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even
I mean, as Pikachu is like the strongest Pikachu in the anime, right? That makes sense.
Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle,
Volt
Electro
Tackle
Web,
is
Electro Ball,
such a
and
crazy cool
Pikachu,
attack.
use Thunderbolt, the perfect attack for Okoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
So clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
Bruh.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it
The thing is, I'm not
stupid?
that 100% like know
and brought them new allies.
everything about Ash and different Pokemon, so I know like very basic. So when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, I can talk more
Just like
basic about
Ash's
it.
Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Yeah, Ash has a
Like
lot.
Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this Leaf Blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz.
Such a cool
Then I'll
Pokemon, I love
send my
it.
Inferno to Overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP.
I mean, how many Pokemon
Charizard
does...
wasn't on board.
I don't know how many Pokemon does Ash currently have throughout the series that he truly had, not like for one time.
When he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Side Beam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field.
I wonder how they're
Even if
gonna
you have Blastoise
like scale like
Ash
Yu-Gi-Oh
went
cards.
for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards, Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space, Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log.
Ash physically is like ludicrous. Then someone I saw like people talking like 1-to-1 fight, then Ash would of course win. But then that's the thing that Yugi can do. Yugi can do is, example, he can fusion himself with his monsters and then win. So
protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over.
At least he won. He won. This is one of the biggest anime achievements.
Ash's strength
Seeing
is
this.
not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought
also the
primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
For legendaries.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick, 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hide you, Gengar!
I mean, just so many different things, like how you can power up their monster. The only thing equivalent would be,
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff.
I mean, the only equivalent in Yu-Gi-Oh term would be, example,
some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will
I don't know, what would be the equivalent? Like level monsters up, or like the retrain version of particular Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu.
Somehow the way Pikachu is still his, literally his strongest Pokemon.
One trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4Kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure.
Beautiful
Ash
moment.
did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked away it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Alright.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of
Now seeing Buster Blader there. What happens if Yugi just fusion summons Buster Blader with
Feel good and find gifts that last.
Dark Magician?
From cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats. Quince pieces
But he has so much more boost against dragon types and stuff.
This is totally a Kaiba fit right
And
here.
also, now that I think about it, what happens if Yugi somehow summons Obelisk Light and Ra at the same time, and then tributes Slifer and Ra, meaning Obelisk would have unlimited infinity attack points. One hit, game over. So I'm gonna be really interested how they're gonna implement effects for monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh monsters into this, and also spell cards or traps like Mirror Force, destroying all monsters attacking. How does that work?
365-day returns.
Okay, I'm quite nervous. My boy. I love Atem Yugi so much. They're the best looking anime characters in all time. Best character design.
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yu-Gi-Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game
Hey,
shop.
is Yugi not
The
16?
puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to let
I know
you
Yugi is the
be ahead
oldest
and
Yugi
always on
protagonist.
demon time while doing so.
No, never mind, it would be you say.
Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's brittle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform,
Okay,
or a
they're-
game that would
they're
take his
including-
world and ours by
they're
storm,
including, Zero.
monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's
Okay, they
deck
don't
is
give them.
so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever
No
strategist.
monsters.
His style works best
Attack
at
monsters.
maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the
I cannot joke, I
blue-eyes
can
Kaiba's
Dark
got
Pirates and
in his
guys.
dome?
They just want to
Summon the
obelisk.
monster card
Created the light is there. Okay, okay.
With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician.
Okay, they're only using
Both are
Yugi's
masters of
monsters
dark
that
magic,
he used
but
in the
Yugi often pairs them
anime, main
with a
anime.
damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
Okay.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters.
Yeah, that's
Even
happened.
The most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi
Now they're including also
Battle City that never wants to
freaking
end, or stop bullying.
Otaku
But to
stuff.
claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered
let's
his
see.
Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name.
Atem.
Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to beat
It's
him.
almost about 20 minutes,
Even when
just
Atem
10
was
minutes
an
each
entire
for them
dimension
explaining.
away or fizzy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the
He's the
greatest
king of
duelist there ever was.
King of games.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Okay, now
The battle of the
Let's get
brains is about
started.
to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right, this message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential open earbuds should be at the top of your list.
Regular earbuds block out everything, but these beauties sit so perfectly in the ear you get both real clear sound and also what's happening around you. Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower racing, or bike riding, jogging, whatever normal people do.
We're happy that Raycon is a longtime sponsor of our show, and for good reason. They have over 3 million customers who are getting premium sound quality for half the price. And if you don't like your earbuds, they have a 30-day guarantee. So there's
of course this
no
technical
risk.
guys can
They're
skip it,
lightweight,
I'll just
last
leave
up
it
to
there.
8 hours on one
Also
charge,
respect
and with
because
multi-point
I'm reacting
connection,
to
I
the
can
video.
wirelessly hook them up to multiple devices. So they're super handy.
The essential open earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save
If you want to spot
Raycon
them,
audio
please
products
do.
site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery.
As I mentioned previously, already in the video in
Great
description
gifts
below.
Shouldn't show up late.
Oh no, here we go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time.
Okay, really available then. So Yugi has to tribute summon all these different monsters, okay. Are they giving Ash all his monsters? Oh, he's 6th strongest. No, it doesn't seem like they will give Ash all his monsters. Oh, the animation is always cool.
You okay, Pikachu? This Goron 4 is tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him up with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Master Blade's already there, okay. Celtic Guardian.
Great job. Now, Thunderbolt.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise, Dimension Sphinx!
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
Okay, he
What
brought
do
all
you
of
mean them all?
Ash had also all his Pokemons. Yeah.
I choose you!
Oh, that's not that dragon. If Gondora's there, they nuke the whole thing. What the? What? Okay. Okay, Ash legendary monster.
Aha!
Slifer. Interesting godless legendary monster. Gengar. Mega Gengar. Interesting way to do this. Ain't no way this is happening.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Okay, Yugi.
I just need to believe.
Oh, they're redoing the movie.
The cards.
What are the cards? Monster Reborn, Dark Magician.
Who's that Pokemon?
This is it! Magicians! Flash burning magic! Harakti! Joser!
Ain't no way. Yeah.
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together!
Ain't no flipping way.
10 million volt Thunderbolt!
No, they can't be serious. So they want to tell me Pikachu is stronger than Quake of Light.
You activated my
trap card.
Magic Cylinder!
Thank
Sends
goodness.
your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
Yeah.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Oh, this pose. Oh, the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! The end.
KO!
How it should be. But Quake of Light is like.
Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled
How will
all
they
over the
use
world.
experience?
Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So
I mean,
Ash
they get
wins in
retrained,
experience,
so
but
fair
when it
enough.
comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja.
I mean, Yugi has
That's
also.
crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way.
Yeah.
The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards
Literally,
twist them into reality,
yeah.
not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
Okay,
But I know
okay.
some of you are asking, what if Ash grew hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
Strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the
Yeah,
field.
you can
Ash's
hack.
strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so on. The longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, you know, bend
Destiny
fate to
draw.
draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
My god. Okay, that's it. Legit, I thought like for a second because what often
Death Battle will be back in 2026. But right now, you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other
So,
games
yeah,
that'll probably blow up in our face. So check it out right now.
One thing I thought for a second that potentially Ash would lose somehow, Ash would win somehow. But what they do often in Death Battle is they will have in the beginning make it looks like more like evenly, and then what happened is one character's side almost started to lose, then the other character will try to use his best move and then go back and forth. Like the other character would almost look like they would lose, and then you were like, how it goes. That was like a particular moment you can see it. Remember when you're watching, there's one moment where I thought, ain't no way. But of course, my goat won. Of course, it was expected. He's my goat. Of course, Yugi is stronger because there's also way more cards that Yugi could have used and different things he could have done. With special ability, example, if Ash would have freaking nuked, not Ash, yeah, Yugi could have nuked the field multiple times with Gandora, Obelisk, Ra, Slifer, different things multiple times. So yeah, it's interesting. And also you like with the hacks of the spell cards and trap cards, so many different things you can do also. But yeah, of course, Yugi won. Yeah, and thank goodness it was not going for Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon. It would have been a different conversation with lore-wise and Yu-Gi-Oh wise. It would be way more extreme. But yeah, thank goodness Yugi won. If you guys enjoyed this video, one punch the like button. If you have any other video suggestions, please write on the comments below, other reaction stuff. That's a video series that I'm preparing to put reaction video to particular anime, like Erase that I previously did where I watched all the episodes of Erase. That's an anime I'm currently working on. So yeah, let's stay tuned for it. Probably will come later because I'll try to watch all the anime, then edit, and then bring it out later. Because there's been a lot of trouble editing this video and the reaction video. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, please punch the like button, share it to all your friends, and let your light shine bright. May God bless you all, Jesus bless you all, and peace.